Right, you're gonna do the
Hello,
content?
everyone. Oh, sorry. Anyway, hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the Cringe Squadcast. Today, I'm joined
Yes.
by
Yes,
my
go.
friends, Dylan Hessler and
Hello.
Dylan Hessler, also known as Dr. Element on
My
YouTube.
hood on.
Oh, you wait for a second, and you immediately cut out again. And I'm also joined by Vignesh.
Vignesh is
Yes,
I don't know where he is
I'm over
compared
here.
to
He's
That's Vignesh.
right side for me.
Yeah. So I'm actually my name is Vignesh, and
Oh
I
yeah,
guess
Vignesh, you want to put your camera down a bit because literally all I see is like basically your head. There you go.
okay.
There we
Okay,
go.
there we go.
Much better. And
Yup.
obviously your main host, your boy, it's me, Russell. Um, Also I am the host of my own YouTube channel, Russell Star Trek, Captain of the Enterprise. And so yeah. Welcome everyone to the first episode of the Cringe Squad Cast. Boy, has this been a long time coming.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, a
Um,
real long time. I think you guys like planned. Russell actually planned for like fourth grade or
well,
fifth grade.
we'll get to that later. We'll get to that soon, Mister Know-It-All. Um, um,
Oh my god.
but
Okay.
yeah, this is actually our second attempt recording this because our first attempt, everyone else's mics were working except for mine.
Yeah.
It didn't pick up my audio for some reason, so we are making sure that my mic is on, and we are good. So, yeah. So, yeah,
All right.
so we basically introduced everyone that was here. Um, so now
Okay.
I guess we're gonna be talking a bit about how we kind of met each other.
Yeah.
So when
Starting with
I really want to mention something really quickly. So the first time we recorded this, it was with me, Dylan, Vignesh, and our friend Aiden.
yeah.
And obviously for this, we had to do a second recording because, like I mentioned, my audio, apparently I muted my mic, so on the software I recorded on, so now it couldn't pick up my audio, but everyone else's audio.
Yeah.
He couldn't return for the second recording because, prior family stuff, which I don't blame him for. But we let him do his own thing, so Aiden will
Yeah.
appear in future episodes.
Yeah. Don't worry. And
Probably even this is the second episode, which will be next week on a Friday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I will quickly mention right now. Every episode of the podcast will be on a Friday, and with
Yeah.
every
And on Wednesday.
with every other Wednesday being kind of a short episode.
Basically every Friday, starting from now.
Mm-hmm. And then every other Wednesday, starting with next week on
Yeah.
Wednesday.
So on
We're
Friday we're
gonna
gonna
have a
have
short
long
episode.
sessions, and on Wednesday we're gonna have short sessions.
Yeah. Almost every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Anyway.
real quick, I just want to cover one last thing.
Okay.
If you have a topic that you want us to discuss, yeah, just leave it down in the comments of Russell's Instagram. And then
And
if the topic's good, we'll go over it on Wednesdays.
yeah, the topic needs to be appropriate and also with like PG, to be honest.
And also, if you guys want to be a part of the Cringe Squadcast, message me at I'm gonna put my Instagram in the description below of this podcast. But if you guys want to be a part of future episodes, just let me know at my Instagram, and then we'll try and figure out a schedule about which episodes you want to be on, and then yeah, you could be on a future episode. So yeah, if you guys really want to do that, then just let me know at my Instagram.
Let me just say another thing.
You want to turn your camera on while you talk, even though we do have this lovely little side panel over here with our names, which I will get to later. But anyways, you go on, Dylan.
All right, actually, I'm just gonna turn my camera on so you know it's me, so it doesn't lag as much. So basically, if you're in an episode, you're either a guest star or a member of the podcast.
Yeah, and maybe if
Now,
you for your first appearance, you are going to be a guest.
Yes.
Um,
And then eventually if you want to join, you just got to talk to Russell about that. And then yeah, we'll welcome you aboard.
yeah.
Yep.
Since I'm the main host and the main creator, which we will get to later on in this episode, you just talk to me, and or you can talk to anyone else, but most of the information comes back to me, and I decide whether, if you're nice about it, then we'll let you on. So yeah. So
All right.
anyways, so yeah. So anyways, let's get on to the first
Okay.
main topic of the episode, which is how we basically, really briefly, basically talk about how we all met, because some of these things that we're going to be talking about on this episode very briefly will be main topics for future episodes
Yeah, we're gonna go a lot more into depth on how we met into a
Yeah.
future episode.
In the
with
future,
with
some sort of like
hopefully more people.
yeah, because
Actually, next episode is that episode, and
so
yeah,
we're gonna,
we'll have some more people online.
spoiler alert. Next episode is gonna be the one that we're gonna do these stuff, and that's gonna have a lot of people over there as well.
All right, so well, let's just go over how we met each other, just the three of us. So,
Yeah.
me and Russell, we actually met in first grade since we were in the same class.
Yep.
We just kind of became friends over the span of first grade, and we've been friends since. And then we actually met Vignesh because he's in
At
my
sixth
science
grade.
class in sixth grade, and then we became friends by that.
Yeah, we
Since
actually had talked
I
with
met
Dylan, Aiden.
I met Vignesh actually through my zero period class, which was probably
Yeah.
the worst experience of my life.
very
Yep.
cold.
Really
Very
cold and
cold.
really early wake up time.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. You
class
basically have to
started
wake
at
up.
7:30. You have to wake up at like
It, it,
6.
it was like a torture, to be honest.
Well, no, if you want to get wake up and kind of be like awake and eat breakfast, then like around 5.
Yeah. I mean, I woke up at 5, so it's pretty torturous. Okay, let's continue.
All right.
We I guess might as well, since we already mentioned how the three of us met each other, why not we mention the people who unfortunately could not join us for this episode.
Okay, so we talked about Aiden earlier. He was with us for the first shoot of this episode, but he unfortunately could not make it. The second shoot.
Which is
But yeah,
understandable. We're not going to force him to do an episode, even if
Yeah.
he has family obligations. If he has
Aiden
that,
is.
I had
then if
yeah,
he has
that's
family
another person.
obligations, we'll let him go and do that, but we'll shoot the episode without him.
So
Yeah, we don't
Aiden
wanna-
is a close friend of ours. We met him in first grade. Vignesh met him in sixth. And also, we have 3 more members who can join us, actually.
Yeah.
Another close friend, Franco. He'll actually appear in the 5th episode, so just stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, another friend we met in 3rd grade. Very close friend.
Yep.
Also, another friend, Ryan. Also, another pretty close friend. He cannot make it, unfortunately. We do not actually know when he'll be able to make it next. Hopefully soon, though.
Yeah.
And lastly, our friend Chad. We actually met him a couple years ago through
Well, you guys
Xbox
met him.
because of one of our other friends.
I never really met him until we started
Yeah, I
playing,
hadn't met him either.
So one of our friends from our school moved away and became friends with him at his new school, and so that's how we met
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't
So
think that we
anyways-
started talking to him in terms of friends until I think a year. Actually, no, maybe a few months ago. Actually, no. A couple days ago, actually.
Yeah. Here's
And-
another thing we should go over though. Why did we make the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I should take this one. I guess.
Yeah.
So, I've had this idea in the back of my mind for ever since 4th grade. I really had this idea since 4th grade, and my original plan, which obviously we couldn't do now because of quarantine, sucks.
Yeah.
But my original plan was for us to kind of basically, we would have a studio or an office, and we would have this big table that could fit all of us in. And then we could have all separate boom mics and headphones. and
Yeah.
obviously all the cords would go to a big thing to connect all of our voices, and then obviously we could do
Kind of an
podcasts.
expensive setup, but I mean that does
Yeah.
sound sick. I'm not gonna
Yeah, the
lie.
problem is that I didn't have the money, or we also didn't have the money
Mhm.
to like do all the setup. So
Yeah, because I was a fourth grade child whose brain would go way too far. So
yep,
obviously I cannot just say, "Hey, mom, can I have like $4,000 to make this set with my friends and make more money?"
yeah, that's
Um,
kind of quick.
so we, also we would, as you guys can see on the right side of our screen, which is basically the main way to kind of see who's talking, besides obviously looking like at our names or like at our profiles and stuff. You may see little colors by my magic mouse over here. You might see little colors over here. So I am talking right now. So my name for the server is Russell slash light blue. So the concept I have is that we would at all these tables with these boom mics and headsets, and we would have we would like colored tape or like something to kind of say, hey, I sit here, maybe Dylan sat over there, and Vignesh is like over there or something like that. So we would say, hey, this is where we sit at. Um, and so obviously quarantine, we can't do that. So I would ask my friends to assign them colors. So obviously, since I was the creator, I got to choose my first color, which I got to choose my color first, and obviously mine is light blue because that's my favorite color. And then I asked Dylan next, whose color was.
Dark blue.
Wait,
Yeah, dark blue.
yeah, Vignesh, you were supposed to let Dylan say that, but okay.
Yeah,
Um,
Oh, you
but
like taste technically, yeah.
yeah. So yeah, Dylan is dark blue by my magic mouse again, as you guys can see. So it's Dylan slash dark blue, and for Vignesh is
dark green.
Vignesh.
Green.
Uh,
Oh my god. Oh, yeah, whatever. Green.
is Vignesh slash green.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I could pop it up.
Is it dark green? I can't tell. Oh,
Um,
that's just green. All right.
yeah, it's just green.
All right.
Um,
Yeah.
so
So yeah, it's basically just a color system. It's kind of like saying Russell's the
Like
host.
organizing.
Another color is like I don't know, co-host, and then another color would be like member. It's kind of like a ranking system, I guess.
yeah.
No, most of that is like more like organizing, so we don't get mixed up.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, it's a mixture.
But still, it's like a
Basically,
ranking system.
yeah. And I think, I know. So we also have this for the other members of the podcast. So Aiden, as we mentioned earlier, his color is red. Ryan's color is purple. Um, who else?
Franco, I believe, chose the color black,
Yeah, Franco
and
chose black.
Chad is the color orange.
And Ryan is color purple.
I
If
already
you
mentioned
use
that.
it.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
went over that. All right, but yeah, basically, just to put a long story short, it's a coloring ranking system. Now
Yeah.
to move on.
But really quickly, um, so yeah, I put this thing at the back of my mind saying, okay, yeah, this is gonna be way too expensive. I need to put this off. And I never really mentioned it for a few years until, I think about a month ago, or maybe a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I mentioned this to, Dylan, who, again, is on this podcast, as you guys can see right there, and, Franco, which we did also mention earlier. Um, so, I mentioned the idea saying, hey, I had this podcast thing and idea in the back of my mind for years now. What do you guys think? And Dylan, you want to take this part away really quickly?
Honestly, I really love the idea. I mean, it sounded cool to me. We could just discuss topics, and honestly, like I don't know. I just find it really fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I brought Vignesh on board. Basically, I think like 3 days after we thought, okay, we are going to do a podcast.
And for me, it sounded really fun as well. Like really,
Mhm.
really
We
fun.
have been planning each episode. Actually, we've actually planned out all of the episodes for 2020,
Yeah,
the
we
rest of
have
the year.
Yeah.
we have about 16 episodes.
Yeah. Till the end of December.
That's
Which,
not including the shorts on Wednesdays.
yes.
That's
The
just
Um.
every
short
Friday.
Mhm.
Yeah. Only on Friday.
Which I guess could technically count as the first season. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
granted, it's not like a full actual season because if we had a full season, then we need 10 more episodes. But since we were so
Yeah.
far into 2020, we thought might as well just have it 16 episodes, and then the next year will be that a whole season in itself, which will probably be about 50 episodes.
Yeah.
We'll wait until that. But yeah. So yeah. I guess Dylan, you wanna talk about the next topic
Yeah.
we want to discuss?
All right. So our goals of the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I just hope that we can give something that people can listen to. And if you guys have anything you want to say or want us to discuss, just comment down in Russell's Instagram. And yeah, basically our goal is to just make a good podcast.
Yeah, and we just hope that everyone who watches these enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah. Wow, that
So
was actually way shorter than the first time we actually recorded this because that went on for like a whole minute.
Yeah, because we actually pepper.
let me discuss this next part real quick. Sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt. Let's just discuss the next episode briefly. Just we do this in every podcast, or we're going to. We just give like a little sneak peek of the next episode. So next episode, like we mentioned earlier, will be how we met. Just
Yeah,
going really in the depth on it.
Yeah, basically how we all met, more in depth than how we did today. Because obviously there's only 3 of us and not like 4 or 5 of us, maybe even
Yeah, we
6.
could, yeah,
We
we
actually,
just like
I'm
touched on
pretty
the
sure
idea.
we have 7 members a part of the podcast, but only 3 of us could make it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the future episodes, I'd love to see all 7 of us on the call.
Yeah.
But it
Especially
would
if people.
probably cause a whole bunch of lag.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, you never know.
a
Until it's
quadruple amount of lag.
yeah, it's already lagging, but it's like worse.
But no, it's not even lagging right now.
Hey, as long as
Yeah.
you can hear us, I mean, it's all good.
Yeah.
And as long as we're not, it's not like we're a robot that's basically dying from a low battery.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Does anyone else have any last things to say?
I think we should. I think we should try and. I mean, I really don't want this to be like a really short episode because we're only. I think we're only barely gonna skim in 20 minutes.
I
So-
mean, it's fine.
barely
It's only the first
length.
episode.
I
I mean,
would.
yeah, true, but it's
Okay.
barely the length of a podcast. So I
Yeah.
mean-
So.
I guess. I mean, we never really did this in the first episode because this was around like our original recording was around like 30 minutes long. But I guess just mention like stuff that we really didn't mention about in the first recording, and then we'll go on and mention like what our names are and what we do on our YouTube channels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think we don't want to start us off.
Okay. I think we should go a little more in depth on like our YouTube channels, like what we do, like you
Yeah.
said. So I'll start first, I guess. I am Dylan. My YouTube channel is Dr. Elman. I do a lot of weird stuff, honestly. I have some gameplay videos, not too many, but some. Also, I have this series called Twin Trouble.
Which
It's pretty popular on my channel.
I think
Yeah.
it's the most popular thing on your channel.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sweet.
and yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's just like a little skit, I guess.
Yeah.
Which,
Scare
Okay.
by the
Whole
way,
series.
Dylan, when are you gonna invite me for your next season of Twin Trouble?
Actually, I would like you to be in the final movie, Russell, and maybe even Vignesh.
Yeah.
Well, I really wish I can at least get like a couple seasons of like character arc and like establish what I am before just like.
Yeah.
Oh,
I want to
hey,
be part of that
guys.
as well. I want to be part of that as well. See how that goes.
All right, it's a deal. Let's go with Vignesh next.
So yeah, my name is Vignesh. Wish I turn on my video.
You can
Yeah,
if
do
you
whatever
want.
you want.
Okay, so my name is Vignesh, and my YouTube channel name is Vignesh Vicky. I don't have impressive amount of subscribers, and I do make how-to videos. But right now I don't post anymore because I'm out of ideas. If you guys go to my channel, you just have to search up Vignesh Vero. If you guys comment on my post saying like what I should do next, I'll be kind of cool. So yeah, that's literally just what I do the whole time, and I'm planning to do gaming as well a little.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
And it's
Right.
you, Russell.
All right. So yeah. My name is Russell. I have a channel called Russell Star Trek, Captain of the Enterprise. But for my first few years of the channel, I basically just did random stuff, just doing whatever came into my mind. It's like, hey, I went out, bought a Blu-ray, let's unbox it, and basically those were 3 or 4 minutes long, quick, useless videos that really no one should have watched, and they are cringy as hell. Which I think everyone could agree with their first videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I think late last year or a couple years ago, I finally have decided. No, yeah, little late last year, I finally decided. Okay, now I know exactly what to do with my channel. So basically, now what I do is I basically just review movies from like the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Maybe a little bit into the 2000s to the 2010s, and maybe a little bit earlier in the 1930s or maybe even the 1940s. And yeah, that's basically what I
That
do.
sounds really good. That sounds really good.
Yeah, definitely subscribe to Russell. He's actually
Yeah.
almost at 100
Yeah,
subscribers.
definitely subscribe to two of my friends like Dylan and Russell.
And Vignesh.
Yeah, and Vignesh.
Oh yeah,
I mean, yeah, granted, I'm almost at 100, but don't. Vignesh needs like the most amount of subscribers out of all of us. So give that
yeah.
guy
We
some
got that like.
subscribers. I
Yup.
say subscribe to all of us,
Oh
but yeah.
yeah, I need to subscribe to Dylan and Russell as well. I mean, I started to subscribe to Russell. I just need to subscribe to Dylan. Okay, let's move on.
All right,
I guess
so
I guess really
oh,
quickly
sorry.
to kind of mention where you guys can find me in terms of figuring out when the latest videos are gonna be, also when the latest like the latest videos, the latest podcast episodes are gonna be. Also, whether when any of you lucky people who wants to DM me saying, "Hey, I want to be on an episode," which one of you wants to be in on an episode? You guys might get a little shout out in one of my Instagram videos saying, "Hey, you guys might be on one of my channels or one of my channels, one of the podcast episodes." My Instagram is at Russell Myers 4789 lowercase all letters, and yeah, so that's how you get in contact with me. I will leave the rest of our Instagrams in the description below, along with Dylan and Vignesh.
Yep.
All right, I think we covered everything.
Yep.
I think we did.
We're easy to close. And I guess should we like do the outro already, or do we just?
I mean, yeah,
I guess. Thank you
Uh,
guys for watching.
yeah.
yeah. Thanks guys for watching. Stay tuned, and I guess see you guys like for the next video. Wait
See
for
you
our
next
next video.
Friday.
Until
Be
next
next
Friday.
excited.
week on Friday for episode 2, How We All Met. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Stay
To a
tuned.
screen
Stay
near
tuned.
you.
Peace.
Rated R.
Let's go.
Okay, not rated R, Dylan. Rated G. Or PG.
This dragged on way too long.
Bye.